You have to design a 3-bit counter which runs at half the speed of a 3-bit input counter. What I mean to say, you have a clock and 3-bit counter as an input. Both are available. Input counter goes from 000 to 111 and then rolls back to 000 and keep on going like this. From these two inputs, we have to design a third counter which will also count from 000 to 111 but at half the rate of the input counter. Friends, you should try to think of its answer. You can pause my video here, and if you come to know its answer, please write down in the comment section and I will reply there. Otherwise, I will let you know its answer. Friend, this is input 3-bit counter and I named it as Q2, Q1 and Q0. It goes like 000 to 001 till 111 and then roll back to 000 and keep on going like this. And this is 3-bit counter which is expected output, and it goes to 000 and remains 000 for 2 clock cycles and then moves to the next value 001 and be at 001 for 2 clock cycles and so on, and then finally it reaches 111 and remains there for 2 clock cycles and then roll back to its original value, that is 000, and keep on going like this. Friends, if you give your attention at the truth table of this output 3-bit counter, the Q2 and Q1, the two LSB bits, remain 0 for 2 clock cycles, then move to the next value, that is 01, and remain there for 2 clock cycles and so on, and finally reaches at 11 and remains there for 2 clock cycles and then roll back. But if you take your attention at Q3, Q3 remains 0 till Q2 and Q1 both are high, and as Q2 and Q1 rolls over, the Q3 toggles. And you would be surprised at why I wrote Q2 and Q1 here, because if you take your attention at the MSB bits of 3-bit input counter, which are Q2 and Q1, the behavior is quite similar. Q2 and Q1 remains 0 for 2 clock cycles, then move to 01, remain there for 2 clock cycle and so on, and finally reaches at 11 and remains there for 2 clock cycles, then roll back to 00. So that is why I have wrote Q2 and Q1 as a LSB 2 bits of output 3-bit counter. So we can say that the LSB 2 bits of output 3-bit counter, we can take them from MSB 2 bits of input 3-bit counter. And we are only left with the calculation of Q3. Friends, we had the similar scenario in the first question where we had 2-bit counter as an input and we had to generate a 3-bit counter from that 2-bit input counter. And the scenario is similar here. We have 2-bit counter already available to us. We are only left with the signal Q3 and we will try to use the same theory whatever we applied in question number 1. Let us take our attention on the point where Q2 and Q1 rolls over and at the same point Q3 toggles and the value goes from 0 to 1. And similarly, when again Q2 and Q1 will roll over, the value of Q3 will go from 1 to 0. As we saw in the previous question, we were generating a signal T at this point of time, which was ending of Q2 and Q1. And we were applying that T signal at the input of T flip-flop, and output of that T flip-flop was the MSB bit of our 3-bit counter. But the same scenario is not possible here, because Q2 and Q1 are high even 1 clock cycle prior to this cycle. If we generated a signal T which is ending of Q2 and Q1, then T will go high at this point of time and Q3 will toggle here. So what should be the solution? In that case, I will take the help of LSB bit of input 3-bit counter. Although I have already used the MSB bits of input 3-bit counter, that are Q2 and Q1, as 2 LSB bits of output 3-bit counter, which are Q2 and Q1 again. So this is the truth table of input 3-bit counter. So if we see at this point of time, Q2 and Q1, when both are high, Q0 is 0. But in the next cycle, when Q2 and Q1 are high, Q0 is also high. So I can generate a signal T at this point of time when Q2, Q1 and Q0 all are high. And I can apply this T signal to the input of a T flip-flop so that the output of that T flip-flop may toggle. And we will refer the output of that T flip-flop as our signal Q3, which is the MSB bit of output 3-bit counter. So this is how we resolve the problem. Now I am going to show you the final logic circuit diagram of our design. Friends, this is input 3-bit counter, which is Q2, Q1 and Q0, and this is our output 3-bit counter, which is Q3, Q2 and Q1. And we saw that we generated a signal T by ANDing Q2, Q1 and Q0 and applied it at the input of T flip-flop so that whenever Q2, Q1 and Q0 all are high, the output of this T flip-flop should toggle. And the output of this T flip-flop is nothing but the required output signal Q3, which is the MSB bit of output 3-bit counter. Friends, in case someone want to implement the same design with the help of D flip-flop instead of T flip-flop, I already mentioned the solution. It is very easy to convert a D flip-flop into a T flip-flop, and we can replace this T flip-flop with that logic. Friends, with this I am going to end this video, and I hope that this would be quite informative for all of you. Those who really like this video, please press the like button, share it with your colleagues, and don't forget to subscribe our channel. And to get the notification of similar videos, don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell to stay updated on our latest content. Your support means a lot to us.